Alright, so there is one hidden trick that I started using very often lately in ChatGPT, and this is related to the voice mode in this platform. So basically, with ChatGPT, you can ask it to read any content. It could be an article, blog post, document, or anything that is in a text format. It is something that ChatGPT can read out loud. So the benefit is quite clear. The audio sounds very human, very natural, and you can consume the content without looking at your screen. You can just listen to it. Now, obviously, we are not going to utilize the basic text-to-speech tool in ChatGPT. I mean, you can open ChatGPT normally, and then you can use this basic instruction to tell ChatGPT to just repeat what you say. And in this case, you can put your content, and then the answer will be exactly the same as the content that you provided. And after that, you can open this and you can click read out loud to essentially let AI to read the content using its TTS engine. But this feature, the audio quality is not quite as good as the voice mode in ChatGPT. Let me give you a quick preview.
AWS will serve as the exclusive third-party cloud distribution provider for OpenAI Frontier, expanding access to OpenAI's most advanced enterprise platform as demand for AI deployment accelerates across industries.
Okay, it is not bad, but also not very good, and I would say even 11 Labs is way better than this basic text-to-speech engine. But fortunately, we actually have the option to use the voice mode in ChatGPT to read virtually any content as long as, again, it is in a text format. So there are two ways you can do this. First, we can prepare the content upfront, and for example here I'm going to use this article, and I actually have the PDF version of that article, and I personally prefer to use a document format because usually in a document there is going to be some structure like headings, bullet points, numbers, lists, paragraphs, and these are quite useful because they provide some context for pacing, and therefore the reading is going to be more natural. But feel free to use any plain text if you want to. So here I'll just upload that document to ChatGPT, and after that, this is the prompt that I'm going to use. Let me just copy it. And if you have plain text, you just want to copy paste some text, then you can put that text down here after the prompt. But here I'll just use my document, so I'll send a message and just wait for the response from AI. Okay, so we got the confirmation, pretty good. And after that, we can enable or we can trigger the voice mode normally, and we can tell AI to read that whole document. Let me give you one example. Okay, now I want you to read the whole document for me.
OpenAI and Amazon Nasdaq AMZN today announced a multi-year strategic partnership to accelerate AI innovation for enterprises, startups, and end consumers around the world. Amazon will also invest $50 billion in OpenAI, starting with an initial $15 billion investment and followed by another $35 billion in the coming months when certain conditions are met. Partnering to bring new advanced AI.
Okay, so that's very simple, and maybe there are a few things that you don't know when you are using this voice mode. First, you can actually interrupt if there is something that you want AI to explain further or do some research or do anything. You can interrupt and then AI can continue later. Now, speaking about continuing later, there is one limit in the voice mode right now. I think there is a limit about how many characters that it can produce at one answer. So if you have a very long article or very long document, there is a good chance that the answer will cut off, and when that happens, it just stop without any notice because it's just reading the document. So you have to tell AI to continue again, and after that it should be able to continue normally. So that's one way to do it. The second method is actually also very simple. So let me just start a new chat. And basically, I'm going to start the voice mode normally, but first I'll tell AI that it needs only repeat what I say. You just repeat what I say, and it's not going to add or remove anything. So basically, I'll say something like this. Okay, so in this chat window, I want you to just repeat what I say. Do not add or remove anything. Understood? Just say yes for now.
Yes. OpenAI and Amazon Nasdaq AMZN today announced a multi-year strategic partnership to accelerate AI innovation for enterprises, startups, and end consumers around the world.
Okay, I think you understand how it works. So during the chat, you can always insert your text. You can always add something more, because initially we have provided this instruction that for this chat window, we want AI to just repeat what we say and just do not add or remove anything, and it will just repeat what it says, and naturally it will read the whole content. So that's another way to use the voice mode to read your content. And again, it's very useful if you want to consume some content without looking at the screen. And again, I have done this several times, and it's very useful. The audio quality is just really good compared to other text-to-speech tool. So I hope you learned something from this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day.